Hello everyone, I'm Xiao Gang. In this chapter, we'll talk about configuration files. As you can see, it has a lot of stuff written here, and it's actually quite complex. So here, we'll first cover the simplest implementation, take a look at the effect, and then go through the document step by step. Because if we just dive into the document directly, it might feel a bit uncomfortable. So let's first demonstrate the effect. Here, I've integrated our iFLYTEK plugtar. You'll notice I have many plugins. I like to put them here. I like this place. You'll see this is inside project 3.0. You'll notice there are many categories here. Project, game. I've specially made a separate tab for myself here. Pretty cool, right? Actually, if we enable many plugins, then there will be communication plugins or image plugins, all of which will have some annotations here. This plugtar's version information. So what features does this plugin support? So how is this part actually written? You will see it's actually very simple. Some specific website links here, and because many. Actually, friends generally don't like reading documentation. They don't even like reading code. They just hope a blueprint node can get it all done. But you better have a good habit of reading the documentation, looking at the code, looking at the source code, how his comments are used. So how is this done? Actually, we can directly look at this code because this doesn't affect anything. Because regarding this code, this code on our GitHub, we already have this part of the content. Everyone can get it. It doesn't matter if you don't get it because we will guide you through writing it. And actually, we are here. We inherited the developer 13 class. This class is a base class. It's a type that automatically handles this kind of configuration. It's very convenient. And then we are here. This is its constructor. We use this plugin manager, this thing to get our plugin. Then we give everyone chapter 3. Right from the start, we talk about this. Looks familiar, doesn't it? A plugin. You still remember it, right? A plugin. What is a plugin? Actually, it's this. All the information configured here can be retrieved. No problem at all. Okay, after getting that, we copy this value over here. You see there is and here we have blue rents are read-only. You'll find that I don't need you to modify them, and I don't need you to configure them either. You can only read them. So that's what it means. Then we have some booleans below. This one is relatively simple. It indicates which features are supported. And then we will have a struct here. You'll see that below is a struct. As for this struct, we make a classification. You can see it is based on the functional category. A simple classification is made, right? After classification, after classifying, its first category is this function. Then under function, there are second level categories. Then the third level category is the specific name of this struct, as you can see. So it is such a hierarchical relationship. And then this struct is actually a definition, the name of the function, the URL of the function, and some other information. So this thing is very convenient, this developer setting. And this container determines, you see this, put it under this protected, or put it under this engine editor. Oh, I missed out. For project, put it under the settings in the editor or the settings in the project. And this color graph is the column you see here. This plugtar engine platform. And here, since they are all developed by us, so here color graph is just putting this on. And this section M is generally its segment. We usually just keep it consistent with the class name. Just look at this comment. So mainly these three methods need to undergo a simple overload. This means that it's the unique name of your section, your area. Usually, we just use the class's flam. Okay, then we have provided you with this is called web API. We don't really know what this configuration is for. You can see here, it has an extra config. The meaning of having an extra config actually means that you can, let's open a project. Let's just open our old project. You'll configure one here. You can save it to the places. That is, you can save it to deferred game or here. So it is saved in this organizational way. We will talk about this in a moment. That is, you can modify it by editing the configuration table. So this is how the config is used. And you can see there are arrays. There are various native types. It has all been set up for you. One thing worth emphasizing. Actually, it is here. That is, when you are. If we want to use it in Blueprint or in the editor, we can use this method. This gets mutable default. Because my developer setting, it is also somewhat similar to the concept of CDO. Actually, your game singleton. In the game, there is only one instance of it. So you can directly get this class in this way. and you can see this thing. It is a mutable default that allows modification, so you can change it. That is after getting it. Since these variables are all public, you can directly click to access them and then perform a simple access to it. So this part is some introduction to the developing setting and some simple applications in practice. Then, in the next lesson, we will guide you to first write this developing setting thing. And one thing to note, there is another point here. It seems some metadata needs to be configured. It needs to be configured. Then here it belongs to the developing setting module. So you need to include this module. This is a module under runtime. So this module is still very important and convenient. Alright, we'll stop here for this session. Thank you all.